So I went to the op shop the other day and I bought this beautiful dress, but when I put it on in the op shop, I noticed that it had these awkward slits, like these two slits here, and my legs don't look great with these kind of slits on them. So I thought I could take this up to where the slit ends and make a baby doll dress, which will be cute. And
Lovely.
huh? Do you like
Lovely,
it?
yeah.
Well, Mum's gonna actually take it up for me because I don't sew, but Mum's
You should learn.
darling. But this kind of baby doll length will look good on jeans and stuff, and it hides your butt and it hides your crotchal area. So for us curvy girls, that's
Pear shape, we call it.
I like to
old
think
days.
hourglass. So let's take it up, Mum.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. We cut it off about there, so we're just going to fold it in half where the seams are. And put a pin, a little pin cushion. Put a pin around about where I'm going to cut it. About there. It's all about just suck it and see, really. So we're just going to.
Good DIY.
Yep.
Guys, just
Yeah, we
suck
don't
it and
ever.
see.
You'll find with us, you never do anything perfectly. You just chuck it on and go for it, and hope for the best. So here we go. We're just going to cut across here.
Oh, is that too high?
No, it's exactly on top of that.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to get rid of that for a minute. Come across here.
Mum's a bit proud of her little pin cushion. She thinks it's so cute.
I do not.
You do.
I'm just so clever. I should do it. I should do a tutorial on it one day. It's easy. Easy as. Pro. Okay. Where am I? Okay. Choppy choppy. Let's get with the program. Okay. And I'm just going to come over here. Is there a side seam there? Doesn't seem to be a side seam.
Oh, might be a good quality one.
Okay, I'm just going to do that about the same as this side. I can't do that. I'll just fudge it through. Everything else does.
Great.
So that in the bin. You can make a scarf out of that.
I could.
Just anything. You can do anything with it. It's amazing. You can rubbish. Look at that. It's a bit crooked. But that's right. We'll just make it. We'll make it a bit more straighter.
Oh, it's getting shorter and shorter. That's fantastic.
Okay. By the time you get this onto the cut half of this off with the overlocker, you'll be right. Okay. Okay.
What if you don't have an overlocker, Mum?
Well, if you don't have an overlocker, you're stuffed. So if you don't have an overlocker, you just do it twice. Roll it up again. Okay. So I have an overlocker, so I just leave. I don't care what colour's in my overlocker because you never see it. You got to figure out how to turn it on because
It's new.
it's a new old one. There it is. Okay. Let's go. So. Don't know how to use this.
No rush.
No, I'm not rushing. It's just the way it goes.
Don't wreck it.
Yes, right, you bring it. That's a good idea. Just say, look, I didn't make anything out of it. I just threw it on my head. It's so cute, doesn't it? Don't get a pair of jeans. Then we just fold that overlock bit inside there. Nice little small one. And off you go. Okay, so we finished that, and I'm just going to show you something weird and wonderful here. See this thing here? It's called an iron, Jackie. Now the younger generation don't know much about irons, but
You don't need them.
It's what you do when you take up a hem. You really need to give it an iron because it sits so much nicer.
Yeah,
So
it's
when I've
true.
done this, you
Just
can,
for hems.
yeah, that's right. Just for
That's
hems.
it.
Okay, so you can go and try it on.
Yay! Yay! Thanks. okay, so this is the finished product, but let me just put on some cuter earrings. It's really good. Mum's done a great job. Come over here. Oh yeah, because I can see myself in a mirror over there. And it's covering all the bad parts. Yeah, I love it. I love
Lovely.
it. So for $3, like I was going to put this back because I didn't like what I saw, but instead I bought it and I repurposed it. And now I've got a cute little top, and I probably, wear this quite often because I feel good in it.
You look good.
Thank you.
I
Thank
like
you.
it.
So thanks, Mum. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. We're going to do another one now.
I bought this also from the op shop for $1. And I'm like, oh, it's cute, but I don't like this. I don't think this is very fashionable anymore. So I thought I could just take it up.
Look like any other jumper.
It will look like any other jumper. And I'm
The
wondering...
slit at the side.
I'm wondering, yeah, there is a slit at the side. I'm not quite sure what will happen there. I thought I was going to say I could just cut this off and then I'll have a new jumper. But I'm just thinking now...
well, I think if you want to hide your bottom like you like to do...
maybe I should just keep it. Because I just don't know whether that's... I mean, does that look okay? I don't know.
No, it's okay. It looks boring though. I think with the little, the frilly bit.
Okay, well, there you go.
The fake shirt.
Never mind. Never mind.
All right. So
$1.
there we go. So I bought this the other day, the same time Jackie bought hers. And I really like this. It's got little pockets on the side there. And it's made in Australia, which is amazing because most things are made in China. It was $1.75.
Bargain.
I got Jackie to pay for it because he didn't have any change, and they only said we don't want 5, so it only cost $1.70.
You're welcome.
So it's really cute, and it's my size, but it's a little bit bigger under the arms, I found. So, you know, sometimes when I find things, in fact, often, even in the real shops, I find things that are a bit big under the arms, you know, but I need them sort of wider for the hips. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it in, so under the arms. So what I do is I turn inside out. It's all very scientific.
That's the same colour as your hair, that top.
Yes, it is. It'll look beautiful on me. So what I'll do is, come over here, Jack, is I'm just going to take it in just a tad under the arms. So there's the seam. And I usually fold it on the seam, the actual sewing bit. And I take it in and just about there. I'm just going to take it in about that much. And I'll just go backwards and forwards there and just gradually bring it off to the sides over here. So I'll show you, right? So what else is on? I don't care what cotton I've got in, the colour, you're not going to see it anyhow. So I start down a little bit so you don't see any of the threads coming out, and I go backwards, and I go forwards, nice and slowly so you don't break your needle. And you're just going to fold that out nice and neatly like that.
You sound very healthy.
Oh, well, getting old like me. And you just bring it out and see where the seam is. So I'm just going to join up that, very gradually join up that seam, and you won't even know what's been there. And you take it out, chop, and chop. Okay, so that's going to be, you won't even see that when you got it on. If it was a very big one, big seam, I'd cut it off and I'd overlock it. But because it's only a small one, it's not going to worry me one little bit. And yeah, I'll do the other side and I'll show you what. So what do you think? I really like this style. I like it long. I think us older ladies look really great with tunic length stuff with pants underneath or jeans.
And the underarm bit, does that look good?
Oh, don't look at the underarm. I've taken it in so it fits a bit better there now, and it comes out. I really like it because I love the colour. Everything about it. Wear the collar up if I wanted to.
Wow.
But it's not my style.
So fashionable.
But anyhow,
and you know what, it doesn't look too bad.
What we like to do, we like to go op shopping a lot. And people might say, well, what about, you know, don't you get too much, you're hoarding too much, you know. But we have a bit of a rule that if we buy something, something's going to go out. So something comes in, something goes out. And my way of thinking, what it's doing is helping charity. You're actually donating stuff that's worth money to them, and then you're buying stuff that's worth money to them, and they're able to feed the orphans and help the disadvantaged in the world. So I think we're doing a good thing.
Yeah,
And It's a
win-win.
good way. It's a win-win situation. I think it's the best way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, talking about repurposing, there's some things you can repurpose at op shops, and some things you can sew and take in and things like that. And there's some things you can't. Now, my other daughter brings me up this lovely little skirt. Thinks, oh, I love the
So
colour, Mum.
cute.
It's really cute. But you know, if it's too hard, you're better off. If it's a rip in the material itself, it's going to be very difficult to fix. Now that's a big rip there, you know. So I wouldn't have bought that. I wouldn't have encouraged her, but I wasn't with her, so that's fine. But what I'm going to do is going to try and catch that into the seam, and hope it still fits her, because it is a fairly slim fitting looking skirt. So I'm going to try and fix it. But if it can't be fixed, it goes in the bin. But I think with the rule of thumb is, if you're buying something from an op shop and it's got rips, if it's just a seam that's come apart, that can be fixed easy. But if it's a rip in the actual fabric or the hole somewhere, very difficult to fix up without seeing it. So you're better off to stay away from holes and rips, and you know, even if the hem itself is ripped and fraying, don't get it unless you're going to take the hem up, and there's plenty of room for it. Okay. So I've just trimmed off that little bit of a hole that was joined onto this side, and I'm just going to go onto and just try and seam it in. This has got slits down the side of the skirt anyhow. That's where White did it. Someone probably tried to get up a horse and cart or something, something very high. So I'm just going to sort of bring that over, join it up into the seam, and see what happens. Here's my glasses. Okay. Okay, so the slit ends here, I think. Well, it's going to end here now. So let's bring it in a bit. Just past a bit. It's not a very good quality skirt, I must say.
Oh, it's big.
And off we go there. And now I'm just going to zigzag it instead of putting on the overlocker, because it's going to be too thick. So number 5. Just to neaten it up so it doesn't keep on fraying there. Okay, done. Now we'll just give it an iron and see what it looks like. So I'm just ironing it up. This is the finished product here, this seam here. So I think it turned out okay there. It's just tucked in there, but you know what? It's because it's the material, the pattern of the material is what makes it okay. If it was a plain fabric, or a really like a firmer fabric, doing something like that, you'd see it a mile away. But because it's this dark, you know, pattern fabric, I think it's going to be okay. So I'll get Jackie to try it on and see if it fits her still, because she's about the same size. So here we are. I've just put it onto the mannequin, and we just slowly turn around, Jack. And it just looks fine. Wouldn't even know it's been there. Look, very much the same. So obviously it works well with that fabric. So there you go.
Is this the place?
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Looks like the other side. Okay, another one done.